All right, welcome to our balance workout, the gym version. Okay, so this is ideally if you're working in California Fit or if you're working in a gym, if you're on the road or any other gym that you work out of. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through each of the exercises, and then you're gonna do the first round with me, and then the second round you're gonna do those on your own, or you're gonna start the video over to start back to the top. So the first exercise we got is our single leg RDL with the foam roller. So you're going to take the foam roller just like this. You're going to get your posture nice and tall. You're going to hinge at the hips just like this, trying to get as flat as you can. You can have this arm out here for additional balance if you need it, or you can keep it really close, which will make it a little bit harder for the balance. What you're trying to do is keep your back flat while hinging as far forward as you can. And notice my foot placement as I roll over. You notice my foot placement. I'm keeping my foot nice and flat on the ground. I'm not on my toes. My foot is completely flat on the ground. I'm actually kind of engaging more in my heel on the leg I'm standing on because it's going to kind of work your hamstring and glute, which is important to have some strength in when you hinge or you're doing some single leg movement. Okay. Good. And then what you're going to do is we'll come a little closer this way. We're going to do the same thing on both sides. And you can do this along with me. And we're doing about 10 reps. And if you're really struggling doing this in space, you can get close to something that has to give you a little bit of balance. But try to do this without working your balance. Try your best to do like a hold onto it, not here. Okay? So if you have to do that, then you're probably going too far. So try to do this, even if it's just like this. You might start there. That's okay. But just have some tactile thing next to you if you need assistance. Then the next one we're going to do is a single leg, or we're going to do a squats on the bosu. So you got two options for the squats on the bosu, kind of three. And technically, if you want to add weight to it, you could always add weight to it, like a kettlebell or a dumbbell if you want to, but we're focusing mainly on balance. You're coming down, coming back up, trying to do this while maintaining your balance, trying to keep the bosu nice and quiet. If this is the right level for you, you stay at that one, you do 15 reps, or you can do this side. Now, this is definitely level 2, level 3, and you might want to be next to something if you haven't done this before. It might seem like I'm showing off by doing it this way, but I've done it enough to know how to do that. So you're going to squat down, come back up. If you do this side, sometimes you'll see people like that where they feel like they're losing control, but a lot of times it's happening because they're not pressing evenly between the right and left leg. Okay, do 15 reps of that. Then we're going to go to trying to do 10 seconds of a single leg on the bosu. So standing just like that, trying to hold it for like at least 10 seconds, and then doing the same thing on the other leg. Okay, and then you could even try this level, which is for some people a little bit harder. In a weird way, this one's kind of easier for me this way. But so just holding that, like I said, for about 10 seconds. If you can go longer, 10 seconds, great. Then we move over to the ab ball series, which is different levels. So do the first level. If you can do that, then you can try the next level. If you're really struggling with one level, do not go to the next version I'm going to show you. So you're going to sit up nice and tall. You're going to bring the knee up. You can straighten it out, kind of play around with it a little bit, hold it for about 15 seconds with control, and then you're going to switch it up and try the other side. And you can kind of feel your hips shift and feel where that is, using your core, trying to maintain decent posture. You're not going to be completely straight up because you kind of want to sink a little bit into your abs while you're doing this. And then after you've done that, that's level 1. And then we can go to level 2, which is still here, is doing both legs. So you want to be in a space where if you fall, it's not like something sharp around you. You almost have to baby proof it. Okay, and so notice how I have my feet up just like this. I'm sitting pretty easily. I have most of my hamstrings on the ball, and this level might be the level that you end at for most people. Okay. Next level. Now I'll show in this video. There's multiple levels, but is you right here. You can be all fours, just like that, for about 15 seconds. And then you can also, the final level I'll show you with this ball for this kind of particular level series is coming up just like that. Okay. So those are the 4 levels. Stay at the level that you can. Whatever level you're at, do a couple of rounds of those, and then we're going to move on to the next thing. So we're still using the ball. We're going to do some bridges where your feet are flat on the ball, your knees are bent. You're going to have your hands up towards the ceiling. This is what makes it balance versus just being hamstrings. It's going to work your hamstrings, but you're controlling it up, lightly tapping the ground with your hips and going right back up. You're going to try to do about 15 reps of this. And what you'll notice is sometimes people are like, you're going to be all over the place. You can't control it, and you have to press evenly through both legs. Okay, if you're struggling, you put one hand down until you get the feel to be able to have both hands up. Okay, and then the last exercise in the circuit is this plank alternating reach. So you're going to come down to a plank where the ball's kind of underneath your belly button, underneath your hips. You're going to reach right arm, left leg, and alternate. And notice how I'm not collapsed on it like this and trying to do it. I'm almost in a plank and almost pretending like the ball's not even underneath me, but it is. And I'm alternating, reaching out. You bring your hands a little bit closer, your feet a little bit closer. It might make it a little bit more challenging for you. And you'll do about 10 of those on each side, and then you'll start the circuit over if you're on your first round. All right, have fun.